Yes, guys. Done. Done with the break. Yes, sir. Sir, section 211. Sir, what is this? People listen to this. This is the crux of this particular chapter. What, sir? Yes, FIO. Serious Fraud Investigation Office. In India, this is not a new one. In the year 2003, this was established. It was actually incorporated under, this was set up under the Companies Act 1956 itself. The same office is even continuing now also under the new act. Sir, now what is SFIO? Listen carefully. Sir, section 210 you saw, the central government may start an investigation. Correct? Yes, sir, we saw. People, if at all there is any serious offense, there is something which is very, very urgent and which is very, very serious, not something to do your petty cases. Assume a listed company, a very big company involved. Sir, in such cases, these matters will be referred to this office that is called as Serious Fraud Investigation Office. Name itself says. The fraud involved is not a very small one, that it is a very, very big one. Yes, sir. So, sir, as I told you, it was set up in 2003 itself. Now it is still continuing. It was set up in 1956 Act itself. Sir, the central government shall by notification establish an office, it is called as SFIO, to investigate frauds relating to a company. Sir, continuation of earlier SFIO, as I told you, it was set up by central government in 2003. The same thing is even continuing now as well. Sir, composition of SFIO. Sir, there will be one person. He'll be called as the director of SFIO. He'll be the topmost person. He will be an officer not below the rank of Joint Secretary to the Government of India, having knowledge and experience in corporate affairs. Sir, experts from the various fields shall be appointed by central government from amongst persons of ability, integrity and experience. Sir, remember your subjects, man. Sir, who will be those people? They have given a big list only, but remember your subjects and topics name. This subject, sir, corporate affairs. Sir, and what is it? Law. Yes, sir. And your main 3 accountings. Sir, financial accounting, management accounting, cost accounting. Sir, with corporate, we have capital market. Sir, taxation. Sir, banking, forensic audit, information technology, investigation, cyber. Sir, basically they will not go in depth of the composition, but still at least know what is there what. Yeah, at least remember your chapter names more than sufficient, because they have not asked in your previous papers. But still you cannot ignore. That is one thing, no? If they have asked in the previous papers, that means it is important. If they have not asked, that means there is a scope for asking. So either ways, yes, it becomes important. So at least try to find a shortcut. Sir, these 3 are your subjects. It was your subjects. Sir, subject. Sir, subject. Sir, capital market. Sir, law. Sir, subject, sir. So you can remember at least these things. Yes, sir. Information technology also. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. So this is called as SFIO. So there will be one director. This person is the SFIO is headed by a director. Sir, such other experts can also be there in this particular SFIO. Sir, they can be from various other fields. Okay, sir. Sir, now section 212, very, 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 very important. Sir, now till now you saw that investigation was carried on by central government. Sir, section 210. Sir, if something, sir, chiller case, minor case, sir, petty case, central government was taking care. If it is a serious one, a fraud, very, very serious, sir, SFIO comes into picture. Sir, give us an example, sir. If you just say SFIO, how will we know? I'll give you an example, no? मैं हूं ना, I'll give you an example, no? Sir, see this. Very, very popular. I need not even tell you. Yeah, see. Kingfisher case, Serious Fraud Investigation Office gets nod for filing prosecution cases against Vijay Mallya. Remember these words also, I'll give you a cross reference. Yes, sir. People, Kingfisher also underwent this, whatever SFIO route it has underwent. Sir, that's all. I'll give you one more. Sir, these two names, you do not need an introduction at all. SFIO concludes Satyam probe. Sir, Satyam computer, sir, Ramalinga Raju. Sir, even that was done by SFIO, Serious Fraud Investigation Office. People, investigation is done under two sections. There is one more section which will come. So remember carefully. Sir, 210, chiller, sir, central government. Sir, fraud, serious in nature, SFIO, direct it will come here. Pakka, clear? Yes, sir. Now listen. See, I have downloaded this list from your SFIO website itself. Yeah. See, prosecution matters in which conviction is awarded. People, conviction is where, yes, the other person has been proven guilty. It has been proved. Yeah. Now see, can you see here name of the company? Yes, sir. Name of the company. Sir, sir, filed under section. Which section? Sir, compoundable or non-compoundable? Compoundable means can we go and compromise it? Non-compoundable, you cannot compromise. Basically, imprisonment, wherever it is there, it is non-compoundable. Sir, who is the person accused in that company? Yes, sir. Sir, the final remarks. Can you see the companies? Sir, Classic Credit. There will be many. Let us go for 55. The company which you guys know. Which one, sir? Wait, I'll take you. Yes, sir. Sir, 52. 2. It goes on. 55. Sir, until 57, sir. Sir, who is that, sir? Satyam Computer Services Limited. Sir, Union of India versus Satyam Computers. Sir, who is the accused, sir? People, section 628-309. It was under Companies Act 1956. Sir, Ramalinga Raju. Sir, all those people, sir. Yes, sir, totally 5 people. They were 5 lakh was the penalty. Sir, accused the fine of 5 lakh rupees each. There's only under one thing. There was multiple cases, multiple on these people. Yes, there was also imprisonment also. All that was there. Clear? Like this, Kingfisher was also there. This I have taken from your SFIO only. If you guys are interested in knowing more things, I'll show you the website also. If you want, you can just just go through whenever you have free time. Sir, what do you say, sir? We will never have free time. See, sfio.nic.in. Sir, this is their website. Sir, if I go under investigations, can you see here? Investigation procedure. Can you see that? Investigation procedure. Now, if I click on that, it will show us what is given in Companies Act. Sir, now whatever we are going to read now, that is this section. Can you see that? Investigation procedure as per section 212. Sir, now which section are we going to discuss? Sir, we are supposed to discuss section 212. Yes, sir. Sir, now you got a fair idea. SFIO is an authority which is formed to take care of the most complicated cases in India. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, now how everything I've given stepwise, just follow the numbers. Sir, section 211, establishment. Sir, section 212, investigation into affairs of company by SFIO. Sir, section 210 was investigation into affairs of company by central government. Do not forget, every section, go back and see and come back. Yes. Sir, when will this happen? When central government is of opinion. Sir, again, same thing. When central government is of an opinion on the basis of whatever you saw in section 210, same thing. Sir, it has received a report by ROC or inspector 208. Sir, special resolution is passed by the company. Sir, public interest so moto by the central government. Sir, or a request is made by any department of the central government or state governments. Sir, these four people make an application to whom, sir? To central government. If central government feels that this is something which is very, very big in nature, central government may assign such investigation to the Serious Fraud Investigation Office. Sir, 210, whatever you saw, same people, just that apart from there you would have seen tribunal. Tribunal is not there here. You are getting any request from department of any central government or state government. Sir, who can be such department? It can be an IT department. It can be SEBI. It can be any people. Yeah. Sir, central government may assign such investigation. Hey, SFIO, I can't do this. Can you please take it from me? Now, the director of SFIO, the head, it is headed by a director. Sir, such director, now he will get it from central government. Now he will take the request. He may designate such number of inspectors for investigation. Now SFIO has taken the request. Now he will appoint the inspectors to carry on the investigation on the company. Sir, it can be even more than one inspector. Sir, this is the best part. Once the application comes to SFIO, any other court, any other person who is carrying on any investigation, inquiry, anything on the company, it will come to an halt. Why, sir? Once SFIO starts, everyone should come and give their report to SFIO. Sir, we did not know you were involved. Please, sir, take, sir. We were small people, sir. We will walk away. Sir, once the report is assigned to SFIO, no other investigating agency shall initiate proceeding against company. Sir, they have not yet started. Don't start. Don't take it at all. Sir, IT department got a case on them. Refer it to SFIO. Sir, SEBI got, refer to SFIO. Sir, some other department, some court got it, refer to SFIO. Sir, no agencies will start any investigation on these people. All investigation will happen by SFIO only. Sir, what if I have already started? What if I have already started? Nothing doing. If you have started, transfer all the documents, whatever you have done till now, to SFIO. Sir, I have a doubt. People, again, exam question. Sir, my company was incorporated under 1956 Act. Sir, assume Satyam. Sir, Satyam, Kingfisher, everyone, everything happened before Companies Act 2013 came. Sir, now SFIO started on these companies. Sir, now Companies Act 2013 came into picture. Which law will apply to SFIO whenever they are investigating? Is it 1956 they need to check for the company, or should they check 2013 for the company? People always remember, whenever a company gets a case, SFIO gets an investigation request, sir, as on that day, if it was an old one, sir, I need to refer to those laws only, not this law. This happened only when there was a switch from Companies Act 1956 to 2013. So at that time, whoever were there, all your Kingfisher and all those people, we had to see the sections and provisions, what they had violated, even Satyam, in Companies Act 1956 only. That is the reason in the thing I showed you, sir, you can see the old sections. These are not Companies Act 2013 sections. Clear? Pakka? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, so once assigned to SFIO, no one else shall start investigation. Sir, if they have started investigation, give it to SFIO. Sir, same duty. Whatever you saw in section 207, company officer employees shall provide full help, full assistance. Sir, please, do you want coffee, tea, anything? Sir, whatever you want you do, I'll be there for your help. I will give you all, I will furnish all information, I will provide all documents. See the words I'm using. You write the same thing. Furnish information, provide documents, I'll provide you full assistance. To whom? To the investigating officer. Who is the investigating officer? The inspector. Who appointed? The director of SFIO. Pakka? Yes, sir. Sir, if at all an offense, if at all the investigating officer, if he feels that the offense, whatever is done, is under section 447. Sir, what is 447? Fraud. I'll make you guys write what is the penalty under fraud. It is very important. Sir, if the offense is whatever, now we got various requests. Sir, the offense is made under section 447. Sir, such offenses are cognizable. People always remember there are two types of offenses. One is called as cognizable offense. The next one is called as non-cognizable offenses. Sir, what is this cognizable, non-cognizable? Very simple. Cognizable, an inspector can arrest you even without warrant. It is ulta. Sir, if it is non-cognizable, an investor should arrest you only with a warrant. In newspapers, in TVs, in movies, you will be seeing, no? Sir, you are under arrest. Here is the arrest warrant. Whenever they provide you an arrest warrant, that means it's a non-cognizable offense. Sir, if it's a cognizable offense, an inspector can arrest you even without a warrant. So, sir, if it is a fraud, if any person, director, officer, employee has made a fraud under section 446, 447 is applicable to them. So, 447 applicable, cognizable, meaning arrest them without bail. Sir, after arresting will come. I'll show you the cross reference. Sir, they will not even be released on bail. Law says. However, they can be released when, unless they shall not be released on bail unless, so sir, I'm arresting him. I cannot release him on bail unless, sir, public prosecutor has been given opportunity to oppose. Sir, public prosecutor, sir, basically the advocate who is representing the government here, basically the defending lawyer, or basically person who has filed a case, plaintiff. Yeah, sir. So basically the authority, the advocate, whoever is representing the government, he should be given an opportunity to oppose for such bail. So the opponent lawyer says, no sir, how can you give that person bail? Sir, Vijay Mallya, don't give. Satyam, don't give. So first he should be given an opportunity to oppose. Sir, after oppose, yes sir, public prosecutor opposed. The court believes that he is not guilty. Papa man, there is something. Let us see. Let us complete the case. Until then, why should be in jail? Then a bail can be provided for him. Public prosecutor should be given an opportunity to oppose. After opposing, the court should still believe that Papa is innocent. Only then a bail will be granted. Sir, there is one exception, unfair exception. Why, sir? I'll tell you. I felt sad, Papa. Of course, everything has a reason. Sir, exception. If at all such person is minor. Sir, minor, to be very specific, under the age of 16. People 17 and 18, this will not apply. What? We'll see. Sir, if such person is under 16 years, sir, women, or he is sick, he is suffering from some disease, or infirm. Infirm is basically, I'm very weak. I'm suffering from some ailment or disease. Sir, these three people, this provision will not apply. That is, they can be given a bail. Who, sir? If you are a person of less than 16 years, women, and if you are a sick person or infirm person, you can be given a bail. This will not apply. Pakka, Papa, women, Papa. What did we do, man? What? All men are like that. Huh? We are there. Exceptions are there. Why? No. Because the moment they are there, see, everything is, we will not just arrive at law, something like that. All our past references, some things what has happened makes the law like this. Yes, so there is everything. There is a justification. Sir, now, Any officer not below the rank of assistant director of SFIO, plus he should be authorized by the central government, plus he should have sufficient material in possession, plus with that material he should have reason to believe that such person is guilty of offense. Now assume Satyam. Sir, assistant director of SFIO, a person above that rank but not below that rank. He is also authorized by central government and he has every evidence that this person has done some fraud or some any misfeasance or anything. Sir, and he should have a reason to believe that yes, he is guilty. Such person can even arrest that person. So read it in continuation of this. So he can arrest the person and you need to inform him about the reason of arrest. Whomever you are arresting. So sir, arrest him, absolutely fine, no problem. Sir, just that this applies generally also, but yes, here also it is there. What sir? Sir, whenever you arrest a person, now assume we arrested Satyam Ramalinga Raju. Sir, within 24 hours of the arrest, whomsoever has been arrested, sir, such person shall be taken to the special court or to the judicial magistrate or to the metropolitan magistrate. Basically, the inspector, whoever arrests such person, he needs to produce the person, whoever is arrested, in front of the court. Okay, sir. Sir, such officer, who, sir? The person not below the rank of assistant director, such officer, whoever arrested such person, shall immediately forward to SFIO. What? Sir, what is that material he had? Evidence. Forward that evidence to SFIO and the copy of the order. Yes, sir. So, sir, order of arresting this person, sir, and material in possession, whatever is the evidence he had, forward these two things to whom, sir? SFIO. So, sir, SFIO, okay, we'll do everything and we'll come back and again we'll quickly revise. Sir, SFIO shall submit that report. Now, the investigating authority, whoever has been appointed as an inspector by SFIO, he will submit that report to SFIO. SFIO will submit that report to the central government. Sir, if it's an urgent matter, central government may demand for an interim report. Interim report meaning before the final report is given, you are asking for a report in between. Interim report, if at all central government directs, sir, and finally after the entire case is done, there is something called as investigation report. This is final report given after the completion of an investigation. Sir, this after the completion of investigation, remember there can be a question here, MCQ can be there. Sir, this report may be obtained by any person. It can be any person. If you are concerned, you can make an application to the court and you can ask for that investigation report which has been submitted by the SFIO to central government. You can ask for a copy of it. Sir, central government may, after examination of such investigation report, it may direct the SFIO to initiate prosecution. Sir, now the report is given. The central government will tell SFIO to initiate prosecution. Till now we are only investigating. Sir, now we are actually going to court. Sir, I told you I'll give you a cross reference. Kingfisher case, SFIO gets nod for filing prosecution cases against Vijay Mallya. Sir, central government may direct SFIO to initiate prosecution. Yes, so SFIO will now take it further. Yes, sir. Sir, if the report states that the presence of fraud is there by the company, director, KMP, officer, any other person or entity, company may file an application to the tribunal for passing a disgorgement order. Sir, central government may file an application to the tribunal for passing a disgorgement order. Sir, what do you mean by disgorgement order, people? Very simple. Now, whoever these people are, they would have taken advantage of their situation, their position. So, Satyam Ramalinga Raju, all these people. Sir, now whatever fraud you have made, Satyam Ramalinga Raju case was around 7,000 crore. Disgorgement order means nothing. Whatever you have taken, just give it back. That's all. It's not a big order. What you have taken unlawfully, give it back. Sir, I don't have money, personally liable. Your bank accounts, your every property, your everything will be seized. So, sir, which makes them personally and unlimitedly liable. Whatever you have taken, give back. That's all. What more I'm asking? People, not only this, sir, there are penalty also, imprisonment also, everything is there. So, sir, this is section 212. People, quickly what happened? Sir, central government may, on an application, whatever you saw in 210, report by central government, report by ROC or inspector as per section 208, special resolution, public interest, central government may on its own, or request from department of central government or state government, they may request for central government to start investigation on any company. If central government may think fit, it may assign it to SFIO. The director of SFIO, if he thinks fit, he will appoint an inspector for investigation. Once assigned by SFIO, no one else should initiate an investigation. If at all they're already doing, then you need to transfer it to SFIO. So the company officers, everyone shall give full assistance to them. So if any person is punishable under 447, he can be punished as cognizable offense. Sir, without warrant only you can do. Sir, if he is arrested, he will not even be released on bail unless there is an opportunity given for the public prosecutor to oppose it and the court still thinks that he is not guilty. Sir, exception, sir, person of 16 years or less, sir, women or sick or infirm. Sir, a person not below the rank of assistant director of SFIO plus authorized by central government has sufficient material, sir, and he has reason to believe that he is guilty, he may arrest any person and inform the reason of such arrest. Sir, within 24 hours, go and produce him in front of special court, judicial magistrate or metropolitan magistrate. Sir, such officer, whoever is arrested, shall immediately forward to SFIO in sealed envelope copy of order and material in possession. Sir, SFIO shall submit the report to central government. Report can be two types, sir. Interim report, if at all CG demands for it. If not, sir, the final report, investigation report will be given. So that investigation report, any person can ask for it by filing an application to the court. Sir, if central government may, after examination of investigation report, direct the SFIO to initiate prosecution. That is, now you are taking it to court. Sir, if the report state the presence of fraud of any person, whatever are the unlawful gains they have made, those things, the central government may file an application to tribunal and ask them to pass a disgorgement order. So, a disgorgement order is an order passed by the tribunal saying that concerned party, return whatever you have taken unlawfully, you idiot, says tribunal. Pakka, clear? Sir, this is section 212. Any doubt? Pakka, revise people, revise. Sure? Okay, sir.